PMA. You already know what time it is, man. We about to start this day off right because y'all about to get y'all asses up. Tune in to some shit that's going to massage y'all airways. You already know who you listening to. It is Senior Q to Don. And here with me always is my co-host.
Nigga look serious today. Smizzy Miz.
You're now tuned into the Part of My Arrogance podcast. Bitch!
From the 215 to 302, we kick some facts and talk the news. We keeping it real while acting a fool. So pardon my arrogance and let me holla at you.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever you at, PMA. On today's episode, we're gonna give y'all some knowledge, man. A little bit of juices for the brain, man.
You heard him, man. Look, we done with all that politics shit for a second, man. We gonna bring y'all what y'all been asking for. It's time to get back into some credit.
So sit down, relax, enjoy yourself, because you are now tuned into PMA.
You want to know what's more important than throwing away money at a strip club? Credit.
PMA, what's good, man? It's been a while since we talked about not necessarily, because last episode we talked about some knowledge.
We always giving knowledge.
That some people needed to hear, whatever have you and stuff. But on today's episode, something different. You know what I'm saying? Something to help y'all, help men, women, creatures of all kinds to leave their past existence in the past and head towards the ultimate future that you want to know. And a part of that is finances. So, you know, we're going to have a little segment here, maybe a couple, 3 or 4 episodes about this topic, but give it off to him, man.
Yo, man, listen, for all of our new subscribers, our new viewers, our new followers, who have not had the opportunity, the blessed opportunity to check out season 1 of the Part of My Arrogance podcast, 50 episodes of full fire. Y'all missed out. We did some dope credit eps, gave a lot of knowledge. To this date, they still the highest listening, you know what I mean? The highest rated episodes we've done. We still get a lot of compliments to this day on some of the ways we help people out. This season, if you knew, that's not something that you familiar with, because all you've heard is COVID this, Trump that, this bull got killed, this police got, you know what I mean? It's the same shit. So
what ass pussies.
That too, the WAP. So, you know, we figured it's time. Let's get back to some of the things that we do great. It's the perfect time of the year, man. It's Christmas season. It's the holidays. Some people don't believe in Christmas. Some do. A lot of people spend a whole lot of money
decking their halls with boughs of holly.
You know what I mean? And decking their family and decking their friends. And
decking their wives down and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about?
And then be broke as shit come January. So we figured perfect time. Let's go ahead and give some knowledge. More importantly, at the end of this app and throughout that, we're going to mention it a couple times. We got something special coming up here in January in about 45 days, about 6 weeks or so, where we going to go a little deeper. Something that people have been asking for, but we're going to get into that. Where you want to start?
Let's just start with what's pressing, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are trying to find out ways to pay their bills and give their families, you know, a good Christmas, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, if you attack it the right way, you can have a good Christmas and not be completely assed out
right
come January, butt naked in the cold.
Right.
Because that's what a lot of you people do. Y'all just throw caution in the wind because y'all feel like though the media and everyone is telling you what you need to be supplying for your kids. And sometimes, yo, this shit ain't all that there, man. You don't need to be doing all that shit. So it's certain things you can do within this last month of the year to set yourself up for a brand spanking new 2021, because I know we all looking for a renewal.
Right.
Because I'm just going to toss this year. This year didn't happen to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he was talking about a new decade and stuff, but some people, it's hit or miss. Some people say new decade start 2020. Some people say the new decade start 2021. So I'm going to go ahead and say the new decade start in 2021 because I don't even know what happened this year. Yeah. So what we're going to do is put y'all in a position for these last 30 days to capitalize on some of the opportunities you may not think you have. And that's just it, man. Go ahead and talk to him about the utilities, man.
Let me jump into some more loopholes. Y'all know I'm the scammer of the fucking century, man. Some people know, some people don't. I got loopholes for days. Loopholeology 101.
You gotta listen to people that open their eyes wide, man. They scammers.
You know what I mean? You see it? I got loopholes. We're going to give a couple fire loopholes. This is a short episode today. Here's one I was talking to my homie about the other day, right? Paying utility bills. We was talking about how he ain't got a lot of bread right now. He been spending a lot of bread on this, that, and the third. Christmas season coming up, and he trying to find ways to just garner a little bit of money. He got some bread coming at the top of the year, a couple bonuses at his job. And I said, bro, what you doing with your utilities? You be paying them shits in full? He said, yeah, I want my shit to get cut off. So I had to give him the knowledge. Yo, people, if you paying your utilities in full every month, you might be missing out. You might be actually spending too much money a month, some money that could be used on other things.
Especially during this type of year.
Right.
Because we got a lot of utility places changed up their rules via as a fucking pandemic. So a lot of these companies give you still gonna have to pay that.
Absolutely.
But they're not on your top. They ain't gonna cut your shit. You ain't gonna be cold in Christmas, bro.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. Where I live at, I got an electric bill, a gas bill, and then I got a quarterly water joint.
The water joint is light now. The water joints be like, yo, just pay y'all joint before the next joint come up, like installments, and just pay whatever.
And now some people with their electric bill, their electric company, they got the sewer. If you got city sewer and shit like that put in there, some people you might have got your own well, so you water separately. But that's my 3 I got, right? And I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. And even before I had those 3 bills, I always had electric and gas, pretty much everywhere I lived at in my current area, right? Hey, yo, my man, I haven't paid the full amount on my gas bill in like 20 years.
That same can go for your cable bill too.
Oh yeah, Comcast, Xfinity. If you got Xfinity, let's throw that out there now. Y'all better not be paying that. That when you get your bill and that joint got 2 months of bills on it, you better not be paying them 2 months.
I mean, they're gonna try to hit you with the no ass late joint.
Yo, you gotta pay it, right? But you take a $10 L on the late fee, or $8 L on the late fee,
instead of paying some shit I may or may not use.
Right, you saving yourself $1. Some people join $250 or whatever with your internet. You niggas need 300 megabytes a second internet these days because of Zoom school. So your joint might be $250, right? So your bill for a 2-month span, your joint coming at like $498 or something like that.
Right.
Why you gonna pay the whole $500 when you need that $250 to buy little John the little truck that he wanted for Christmas, right? On top of that, like Q said, you might not even have that service next month. Some shit might happen and you might have to cut that shit off. And now you done kicked out bread. Now you got to try to get your bread back from them.
Yeah, they're going to have to send it back on some nut shit.
Right.
There's always some nut shit.
So pay what you've used, people. And that's the point of when I say pay only the past due. I'm not saying and scam and use shit and don't pay. I'm saying pay what you've used, gas company. Pay what you've used. You used it in November. Pay your November bill, your December bill, whatever, or what I say. You used October, pay October. November, you used it too. They gonna get it. Ain't like you gonna run away. But what if you get in a bind, people? You gonna have to talk to them after the fact. Don't be paying your full bill. And it's the same thing for electric companies. Now, keep in mind, don't blame me if y'all go and take this fucking knowledge and your shit get turned off. Please contact your utility, your provider, and find out what the actual policy is. Because some providers, like my electric joint, they don't play that shit. They like, you better pay your full bill. We turning that shit off the next day.
Are they still doing that shit in the pandemic?
I don't know, but I ain't fucking with them. Because I'll be damned if I wake up the next morning and the kid's like, yo, we can't get on Zoom school because we ain't got no fucking power. So it's certain things you gotta figure out. But at least give it an option. Don't be scared of, oh shit, I gotta pay the whole bill. Don't be scared of that, people.
And that brings us into the next joint, yo. Don't be getting mail from people that say you gotta pay your debt that done been wiped the fuck off your credit report for 19 million years, bro. Don't be tricked into that's what's wrong with you. Niggas try to scare a nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, pay this John or we gonna smack the shit out of you. That's basically what the letters be saying and shit. Like, you be looking at that shit like, man, if you don't get the fuck out of here with this nut shit, like I ain't owe them motherfuckers in 20 years.
Look,
like,
let me pull it because I'm gonna throw this on. I'm gonna throw this right here into the edit after the fact. I'm gonna throw this on the screen so y'all can see it. Right, I got proof of what Q's saying right here. We talked about this many times. So I didn't have credit 20 plus years. Right, I got bills. This is a copy of my bill. I'm putting on the screen right now. It's a copy of my bill. I done blanked out my account numbers and shit and everything, right? Jefferson Capital Systems. They are a collection agency, right?
Right.
This is some fucking credit card that I had back in like 2001, people. When I, you know what I mean, some college days, I think I bought an amp. I bought a Rockford Phosphate when I had the rims and shit in the whip. An amp that I bought, and I ain't fucking pay that shit, man. Fuck y'all niggas, man. It was like a stack or something like that, right? The joint say like $950, right? Man, that shit charged off. I done told you on multiple other episodes. If you restart and you got a 7-year window, just charge all that fucking shit off, man. Run it up, get what you need, run it the fuck up, charge off, start over.
And watch the dialogue. Watch the language they try to hit you with and shit.
There it is.
That's what people, whether they're trying to, whether somebody's trying to give you a loan or whether somebody's trying to give you something, they'll always put it in your head that you only got a finite amount of time to capitalize on said offer and give you a date. Right. Now, what I'm looking for?
Subliminally, there it is.
You got a time ticking in your head now of what you supposed to be. Damn, man, they did send me that letter. Go ahead and call them boys.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop. Is this such and such? Yeah. Bam.
Right. They got you. Cause now you didn't say, yo, this me, man. Y'all hit me with this joint, this bill that I owe.
Brat. Now it's back on your credit report.
Like, say less. And look, so that's what I'm saying. With this joint I'm throwing on the screen, shit charged off back in the early 2000s, people. The shit been off my credit report for fucking 15 years, damn near. But I'm still getting mail. Y'all see the date on this joint? Is the date on this motherfucker somewhere? Dates on this bitch. February the 13th, 2020. Now, I get these shits in the mail all the time. I could probably pull up 1 million of these bitches, right?
Now, we're not necessarily saying, to go actively do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's immoral. Like,
you go with the morality, and I'm going to go with the loophole.
I'm talking about because I'm talking about the work up a bunch of debt and never pay it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about this is what I'm going to do, and I'm gonna go for bankruptcy, and then it's just what it is. Bankruptcy, that's what is used for fallback plans and shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you got a plan in place, you can use the credit to your advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Failure to plan is planning to fail. Y'all gonna hear that a lot over the next month or two, right? And we gonna come back to this letter in a minute. I'm gonna have to come back, right? But I actually got a whole philosophy on if you young and you got a big bag plan that's going to take some time to brew up of how you can go and run your shit up, right? Get real good credit, run it up, take cash advances, wild crazy if you want it. You can get 50K in your pocket and then throw it all away. We're going to come back to that later. That's a pro tip for a whole nother level. That's a pro tip. Back to the letter. Long story short, Jefferson Capital Systems collection agency hits me in my mailbox saying, hey, yo, Mizzy Miz, look, man, you got a debt for like $950, right? We going to help you out. We going to cut you a break. Maybe we cut it in half, $474, they saying, right? It's up to you. And then they put it in nice, because the law changed last year. People don't know that they got to actually disclose this. In the past, they never had to disclose this one piece. This is the piece, people. Look at it. It's in big red right there. In many circumstances, you can renew the debt and start the time period over for filing a lawsuit. You see that in you. I specifically highlighted that because it's basically saying that, yo, if you contact me, Mizzy Miz, I know this debt ain't on your credit report no more. I know it already charged off. That shit is expunged out the system. But if you contact me and say, hey, man, I really feel bad for that $950 that I owed back in 2002. I would like to clear it up now. They're going to be like, yeah, cool, say less. And they're going to put that shit right back on my credit report. I don't owe that shit no more. People do not contact them when they call you from all these fucking 1-800 numbers and shit, man. Please don't answer the jaw and be like, yeah, it's Tom Jones. What's up? What you need?
What they doing is they looking for a sucker to lick.
There it is. That's a hell of a statement. Yeah, long story short, people. That's just one of the many loopholes right there of what credit agencies, collection agencies specifically, will try and pull. They're going to try to contact you. They're going to try to loop you back in to get you back on the hook for a debt that's already been wiped out of your fucking history. Don't fall for it, people.
Also, if you have, if you've been working your credit right all the time and shit throughout this whole year, use that credit to your advantage, man. Especially during this time, yo. You know what I'm saying? When you got like Christmas is right around the corner and shit, use the credit cards to your advantage. for some shit that you was always gonna pay for. Now you got a time period.
Right.
Now you got a grace period in which
Right.
you can pay for the stuff you always was gonna buy,
Mm-hmm.
but now you can piece it up. You know what I'm saying? So you can have more money in your pocket just in case something fucks up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't spending all your money that you planned on spending. You spending a part here, and then 2 weeks later you're gonna spend a part there because you put it on your credit card. And the interest gonna be minimal,
Right,
but
right.
you was gonna pay it anyway.
Right.
So you put that on there, and then now you got a grace
Right.
period instead of using your debit card all the time.
Just to piggyback on that, I think that's another pro tip for some of our viewers who actually have worked their credit right, like you said. Got a couple credit cards, they up a little bit. Interest rate might be there. Interest rate might be zero. And this is the time of year you're about to spend a lot of bread, right? So say you already knew you was about to drop $200 on your whiz, couple hundred on your kids. So you say let's just say $500. You in the bag in your mind. This is what I'm getting this Christmas. I'm about to Black Friday shop. I know Black Friday just passed, but look, I'm about to buy all this shit, right? Why put it on your debit card and empty your pocket when you can put it on your credit card momentarily? Let's just say for 30 days for one billing cycle, right? It actually helps you to utilize that credit card. Obviously, you don't want to max your shit out.
Yeah, you all about the utilization.
But if you're utilizing that credit card and you throwing that $500 on, say, 3 different credit cards, 200 here, 200 here, 100 here, right? Now you're actually using those credit cards. Now you've increased the chance that your credit card company is going to increase your credit limit. They're like, oh yeah, using that shit, man. Throw that nigga another couple stacks.
Now your total credit has went up.
Right.
In retrospect to what you spent, so now it still looks the same
Right.
in the credit card's eyes, but they're now being utilized. You still got the $500 in your pocket. Now you can fucking piece that out. As I say, I got the $500 in my pocket. I used 3 credit cards to pay all this shit. I put 100, 100, and 100. Now those credit Jones is back down, and
Right.
you still got $250 in your pocket.
And then on top of that, next month when that billing cycle come around, you're gonna look at your statement, and then you're gonna see interest saving balance, and that's the amount you need to pay if you don't want to get no interest accrued on what you did a layaway on, basically. In December, you did a layaway to go get that Coach bag for your whiz. And in January, mid-January, interest saving balance, $150, say less, bang. So it ain't cost you nothing to keep some extra ducats in your pocket just in case COVID hits your family and you need to take a hiatus from work. You know what I mean? You can't, just God forbid something happens to you. You got to take off 2 weeks of work because of COVID. You got a quarantine, and your job got a shitty-ass policy, right? But then what happened? Now you ain't got no fucking bread coming in.
You ain't got no
You
money
lose a
to
whole
eat, bro.
paycheck. You just kicked out $500 out of your debit card on Christmas bills. Now you sitting there contemplating like, damn, I might have to return this shit.
And I get what people probably going to say, why not just use the empty credit cards to pay for certain shit, which is true. Which is true.
As an emergency expense, that's an option.
Yeah, but some things you can't pay with credit cards.
Furthermore, that's an emergency expense option, right? What if that emergency never comes up? Then therefore, you never actually utilize that credit card to continue building your credit. Like we said, if you went with option
And
A.
you still out of bread.
Either way. So, long story short, use your credit cards this time of year instead of your debit cards wisely, people. This is the perfect time to use them.
That's all we're going to share in this one?
Nah, I got one more. This is the most fire tip. We're gonna wrap this up with this right here. This is the end-all, be-all note that I want to leave y'all with. Annualcreditreport.com. I'll throw it on the fucking screen. Annualcreditreport.com. Let me say it again. Annualcreditreport.com. Not annual free credit report, not freecreditreport.com. No, annualcreditreport.com. It's a lot of fakes out there, right? For those who don't know, you can go to annualcreditreport.com every year, once a year, and get a free credit report from TransUnion, Equifax, Experian. You get the full 9. They might try to charge you extra fees for this, that, and the third, FICO scores and all that. You don't need none of that. What you need is your credit report. And you know why you need it? Because right now we in a 60-day window, beginning of December through the end of January, where the pro tip that so many people don't know is you can get any and every judgment you got wiped off of your credit potentially during this 60-day window. Here's how, people. Get your credit report. If you got a judgment on there, dispute it. Don't matter if you know you owe this shit or not. Dispute the damn judgment, right? Because what happens is when you submit that dispute saying, yo, medical bill for boom, 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 I don't owe this. This is fraudulent, right? You submit that. Now, Experian, Equifax, Credit, TransUnion, they get your submitted, right? Problem is, so many people's doing it this time of year, and they have deadlines by the end of the year that they have to fulfill.
And it's going to be even more packed this year because not a lot of in TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, they don't have a lot of associates.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's policies now that they can't be all jammed up in the same place.
Social distancing.
So a lot of these people work from home. A lot of these people have other things going on for them. So it's more likely than not, they ain't going to get the issue.
Oh, and those people take vacation. Those people enjoy Christmas with their family just like we do. So they're understaffed this time of the year, and they're getting overwhelmed with disputes. Listen, I've done this 9 times successfully. 9 years successfully. Not recently because my shit been wild immaculate, but in the past when I purposely fucked my shit up, 9 years successfully, consecutively. Disputed, it gets wiped off your credit report if they can't prove within 30 days. They got 30 days to prove that you own that judgment. So they got to go through the whole shit. They got to go through county documents, tax document, the whole nine, especially on like medical judgments. They got to go through the hospital, then who the hospital bill, the hospital's credit agency.
Who knows if people even still got them documents?
Right, them shits might have got tossed. You never know what type of purge that hospital did or whatever the case may be. So that's why you dispute it. They got 30 days to prove it. If they can't prove it, they got to wipe it off your credit report. A lot of times what will happen is they'll flag it like, yo, it might be erroneous, or they'll flag it like, yo, this might be legit, but we can't handle it. They'll flag that internally on their systems. They'll remove it off your credit report, and then it might get put back on.
Right.
3 months later, March, April.
But you never win the game you don't play.
Exactly. So you got to shoot your shot, right? I've had multiple times where I had 3 and 4 and 5 judgments on my joint. Use this pro tip. My shit was wiped clean to start the year, and then I went and got 2 credit cards to start the year because my credit score did a crazy jump up in February. And then come in the end of March, 2 of them Jones is back on there. But I'm all the way up now because I got 2 new credit cards. I'm winning. I'm scamming the shit out of the game. Listen, people, dispute that shit. You got till the end of January, roughly. Realistically, you want to do it before the end of this year, but you can keep pushing all the way through the end of January, and it could be successful, man.
With that being said, you already know where you can holler at us at.
You're missing.
I'm getting to it.
Oh, all right. I thought he was forgetting the biggest news of the fucking year.
I'm getting to it. Calm down, Bojangles.
See, this motherfucker gonna call me Bojangles.
You can hit us up at partofmyarrogance.com or at partofmyarrogance at Gmail and Instagram, my_arrogance on Twitter, yo. We got some new stuff coming out, man. Black Friday just was a success. We still got new designs on there. Go check us out. This next service that we're about to talk to, you can go on partofmyarrogance.com to apply for said service. But what I'm about to say, I'm going to give it back to Mizzy Miz, and he's going to tell you about the special offer we are offering.
All right, peep it out, people. So we've had multiple people from the last year when we did season 1, we did the credit apps. This year, people that follow up with us say, yo, I need to know this. I need to know that. We've helped a lot of people on the low. That's not something that we need to disclose with people, but we've helped a lot of people, and we figured this is the perfect time. It's time to hold the class. I see all these people holding classes on how to build your credit, this, that, and third. And I actually did one of the classes. Let me keep it a buck with you. I ain't going to say who you is, but your shit was corny, bro. You ain't give no fire tips, nothing that I did not know. I want to get knowledge. Knowledge is power. This shit is tatted on me. Why am I paying bread if you ain't giving knowledge? So any of y'all, any of the followers, any of the viewers right now, any of the podcast listeners who listen to this, and you've done a credit class to repair your credit, or you've done some type of self-help, DIY type of thing to get on the right track, and you feel like it didn't work, now's the time to fuck with PMA. Now's the time to rock with us. We holding a class, right? January the 22nd on a Saturday. Come vibe with us in the afternoon. We going to hold the class. It's a limited capacity. We not doing it in person, obviously, because COVID probably going to be even worse by then. It's going to be a remote type of thing only, online only, a Zoom type of platform. We're going to hold a class, limited size class, and we're going to be giving out all of the fire tips. We've given a lot of bits and pieces on these credit apps. We got another app we're going to try to drop. But in this class, we're going to be doing a lot of hands-on. If you need help managing and working through annualcreditreport.com, working through your credit report, trying to find out how you can actually get better, get the pro tips. If you got a business plan that you want to think about doing and you want to figure out how you can get the bag to get that started, this is the class for you. You know what I mean? We not one of them classes we just going to give a bunch of info and then let you be on your own. Nah, we going to rock with you. We going to vibe with you. We answering questions all day, and we going to give a lot of pro tips that we really don't want to give on the cast. You know what I mean? For legality purposes.
Yeah, and then you want, if you got to, feel free after you take the class, you got a few more questions and stuff, we'd be more than happy to speak to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Respond via email and everything like that to let you know, further let you know
Right.
what we speak on, what we were saying if you didn't have enough time in said class. So
follow us on Instagram. We're going to be posting post about the class, feed, you know what I mean, the whole nine. Go to the website, like you said, partofmyarrogance.com. We're going to throw that thing right on there. You can make your purchase right on the website. It's secure. You can use PayPal, Apple Pay, whatever you want to use.
it's light too. Light cost just for
Light cost.
furthering your life, man.
And not only furthering it, but we gonna offer what's the word? Continuing knowledge enrichment after the class. A lot of these classes you do, it's a one-time fee, a one-time banger, a one-time class. And then damn, you leave that joint the next day, you like, damn, I wanted to ask him. Damn, nah. That ain't us, man. We gonna keep that thing flowing, man. So if it work out good, we might actually make a series of classes. We gonna see how it go, man, because we got a lot of people who've been interested in it. Make sure you jump in soon. Like I said, it's a limited seating that we gonna allow, and it's a good chance this thing gonna sell out real quick. So
Until next time, PMA out, bitch.
From the 215 to 302, we kicking some facts and talking the news. We keeping it real while acting a fool. So pardon my arrogance and let me holla at you.